the final say. All right. Hello, everyone. Today we have a very special guest. This is Jeremiah Donley. He is a U.S. Go Masters Division player at the U.S. Go Congress, and he is also has been and will also be the tournament director for the Diehard Go tournament. You can see him here on the right-hand side of our screen here. This is Tang Jie. Very nice bright windows there, right?
Yes,
Yes,
it
yes.
contrasts my forehead. So it's,
If you guys heard of Tang Jie give lectures before, it's some of the best I have ever heard. Okay. So we're here to promote the US Go Congress, guys. Here is the US Go Congress main page. While I browse, Tangjie, let me know if you see something that we should point out at the US Go Congress. This is a usgo.org. It's the main page for the American Go Association. You can find a lot of information here. You can find a previous link to these are Go News, the Triple Threat Championships weekend. Jay played in the Chicago. I played in Maryland. There was also one in California. This is the US Go e-journal page. This is a previous interview, like how we're doing. This was this who is this guy Tanjie? He's very famous. He has the biggest Go school and the biggest Go Discord ever. This is
oh, are you thinking
Xiang,
Sean?
yeah, Xiang
Sean?
Ray, right? Xiang
Yeah,
Ray,
Sean Ray.
very
I
famous guy.
I think we can say that Inseong has the largest school, but Sean definitely has a very large Discord and community.
Yeah. I just saw his Discord. He had 2,500 something like that. It's crazy. Anyway, this is Gao Zixuan. This is the U.S. Girls Cup winner from last year. So Girls Cup is there's a women's tournament at Go Congress, and the Girls Cup is the counterpart to Redmond Cup, the under 18. It may be under 16 or 17, and yes. Oh, that looks very interesting. We can check that out later. There's the live streams on the main page, but most important of all, there's the US Go Congress webpage. And you see here we have a logo here that is a direct copy of the Go Congress logo there. And we're talking about this logo right here. I'm gonna turn off for now. All right, Jay, this is your home turf. This is the 41st US Go Congress 2025, July 12th to 20th. First of all, Jay, have you booked your flight tickets yet?
I haven't booked my flight tickets.
Me too. I looked. I'm like, should I fly from Philadelphia or from Newark? Philly's closer to home. Newark is more flights and stuff. I haven't booked yet, but I'm trying to commentate on the finals of the City League. So that's happening in. Let's look at here. At the Go Congress, that's happening. The City League finals are happening on Saturday, I think. So I may have to book an early flight. Here is the schedule. This is not totally ready yet, but so the professional event schedules haven't been finalized yet. This is a terse version. So me and Jay were both planning to arrive sometime around Saturday. Just mentioned I probably have to get there early. But similar to you, right, Jay?
Yeah, plan
Saturday.
is Saturday for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Can't arrive early Sunday because then like no time for rest. Got to play a game immediately at 9 a.m.
And here we are talking about the U.S. Open. They picked a very good name for this tournament, right? The U.S. Open makes me think of the golf tournament and the tennis tournament. Uh, uh, we have a slightly smaller prize pool. Huh?
tennis. There's a tennis tournament?
Called the
I didn't know
U.S.
about this.
Open at New
Oh
York.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah. We have a slightly smaller prize pool, but that's okay. So the U.S. Open, there's so the traditional Go tournaments have a usually have a open division, which is sort of the top division. There's no handicaps or anything like that. Um, at the so in the open division version of the US Open is called the NA Masters Tournament, North American Masters Tournament, and Jay is here as a NA Masters Go player, having played in the Masters division last year and the year before, right, Jay?
Yeah, I've been lucky to join it several years in a row. A lot of strong players will have very strong opinions about that, but don't ignore them.
Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, I hear that. It's an open tournament. I think it's good. Yeah. Oh, oh,
I
oh,
mean, someone's gonna be got to be on the bottom of the ladder.
oh no, oh no. Well, how did you do in the Masters, Jay? Is there?
I
Yeah.
so the first time I went in 22, I went 3 and 4,
Mm,
and then the year after that, I believe I went 2 and 5,
mm,
and then last year I went 1 and 6.
mm. Yeah, that's still very respectable. I think there was a Korean professional women's player who finished 2 and 5 or 3 and 4. So I think it's pretty reasonable, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so yeah, yeah. So that's the biggest tournament in the Go Congress. Okay, and we will be looking at some of Jay's favorite memories or hardest painful memories, depending on how the games went and depending on Jay's mood. And Jay is the director of the Diehard tournament, which is right here. Um, Want to tell us a little bit about this? Look, director slash S, Jeremiah Donley.
Yeah, so the Diehard is probably one of my favorite events, other than playing in the Open, mostly because it's more Go, right? A lot
Mm-hmm.
of the times, like you come to events, they have this day off. I
Mm,
guess maybe it's just this event that we do, but we have this event, you have a day off. But like I come to the tournament to play Go all week, right?
mm,
Why would I take a day off? So I think the Die Hard is really nice. This year it's going to be different. They're trying to use a new system. We're going to be using Lego, and there's going to be a set amount of rounds. I believe we're going to be 9 to 6, and I think we're aiming for like 2 hours time. So like potentially there's only going to be 4 rounds, so a total of 8 hours that day.
ah,
Yeah. Um, but in previous years, if you've gone, you would know that we did more of like a arena system. So like you would go play your game, and if it finished quickly and there was someone available, you can go ahead and play another game immediately. I remember quite a few strong players had joined, and they played a lot of games. Uh, my probably my favorite thing about the Die Hard is just that there are people who try to play the most games,
mm,
and there's a guy. I don't know if you know Jake Game.
mm.
Jake Game. I think he played
Is
11 games one year. He played a lot of games. He played a lot of games, and then there's another player, Ragnar. If anyone knows him, he played 13 games last year, which was very impressive.
mm-hmm,
But I mean, if you're playing if you're playing 13 games, I feel like you're just blitzing the game out, and
mm-hmm,
then like you're moving on. So we had two systems. Now we're using we had the arena style for the past 2 or 3 years. Now we're gonna go back to
to the
us.
rounds. Ah,
Yep.
this would be like a mini Go tournament, a 1 day Go tournament with 4 rounds, kind of like the
Yeah.
New York Gotham tournament. Yeah, yeah. Interesting. How do you feel about the two systems, Jay? The I know one must be a little more hectic to direct than the other.
Yeah, so the with the set rounds, that means I can play too, which is nice. The arena pairings means that I can't. I have to be there at all times to moderate. I even tried playing a game last year. I played against Edward Jong. We we sat right there next to the table.
Mm.
He he did not like it because people are coming up, they're bothering us at the game, and I have to record the game and then set them off with another opponent.
It
It's
sounds
probably
like
very
he had an
distracting.
advantage. You should like it, huh?
I did. I liked it. He didn't.
I played Edward too at the Masters last year. Oh no, at yes, at the Masters and at the Diehard. It was very fun. Uh,
Oh, I remember that. I think he played me directly after that game, so I think he was tilted.
he was tilted.
There's no way he
Why would
wasn't
he be
tilted.
tilted, Jay?
Didn't you play him on three stones?
Yes, I played Edward on three stones.
Yeah.
Why would he be tilted though, Jay? Doesn't it sound perfectly reasonable? Okay, okay. All right. Yeah. So Jay, any other interesting things happen at the Die Hard last year? As a director, did anyone complain about the clocks not working? The things like that.
I wouldn't say that they complained. I think more or less, people just came up to me to set the clocks up, and I was like,
Ah,
that's fine, that's whatever, right?
yeah, yeah.
Um, so you just
Hmm.
set up the clocks real quick. Do that. I think the only complaint is like the starting times. Like I try to get Die Hard to start directly on time,
Hmm.
and people somehow mess it up because they're either not there or they sign up with two accounts, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Two
Um,
accounts. Hmm.
well, yeah, because sometimes they're like they don't put in their AGA, but they put in their Chinese name, and then they sign up with their American name with their AGA account. It's really
Mm,
weird. But
hard to match up. Yeah, yeah.
I think the
Yeah.
only issue is that um, sometimes, like if you're a lower ranked player, not a lot of people come to play in the tournament because they're not die hard, if you will.
Mm.
But
Yes.
the few Q players or double digit Q players that do show up, they are die hard. It's just unfortunate that a lot of their peers are uh, just fans of the game. They enjoy the game as is, and then they go and not do go on the day off.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, yeah. I played the Die Hard in my first couple of Go Congresses. Have you played in the Die Hard without doing any director duties? Just the tournament itself beforehand?
No, I
Ah,
haven't.
yeah,
In
I was
some form or
pretty Die
another,
Hard.
yeah, in some form or another, I was actually helping the Die Hard. I think in 22,
Mm,
Devin did it at a Estes Parks,
mm,
and I don't remember the Die Hard that well that year.
mhm,
Um,
mm, mm,
but yeah.
mm. Yeah, yeah. I can't imagine what people would do for fun other than playing Go. So yeah, yeah. Why would you not play more on Saturday on the Wednesday? Yeah, people have. Yeah, I do think the Go Congress should try to get more events to happen on that Wednesday. Some good stuff. Some good things are the exhibition matches could be a very good on Wednesday. If the Redmond Cup is decided, that's the under 18 championships
Mhm.
and under 12, and if the women's and the girls Cup are done, we could have pair go, we could have professionals versus professionals, things like that. That would have been great. Here
If
is one thing for all you youngsters out there and college and graduate school students. This year, the um, the AGF, the American Go Foundation, has a scholarship set up for you guys. And are you familiar with that, Jay? That's one of the.
I am.
Mhm.
I'm aware of. I'm aware that they extend things
Mhm.
to under 18, and then I think there's
Mm.
another one specifically for college students.
Mm. Go to the Go Congress homepage, and then it's under prices/options. Here, this is the first. So the youth adult, 22 and under, has a lower registration fee. The 17 and under real children can attend for free. This is the registration fee for all of the participants for all the events. This is not the housing. Housing is different. This year the housing is extremely cheap. It feels to me, Jay. I don't know. Last year, I stayed at around 100 per night. So this year I'm so happy to see 45 per person per night. Very very happy. This is in my memory one of the cheapest stay options there. So, do you remember what it was a few years ago, Jay?
I remember SS Parks was up there. Like if you
Yeah, yeah,
even if
that
even
was
if you got like
yeah,
a dorm room, it was still like
yeah,
400
that
five hundred
was
dollars
the YMCA in Denver over the summer. I remember that too. It was a cabin. Yeah, yeah. It was like 100 a night with like a four-person bunk
Mm-hmm.
thing, right? Yeah, 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 yeah.
I
Um,
think the Kent Congress in
mm,
Ohio, I think that
mm,
one was probably the. I actually don't remember what I paid for it. I think like I paid a flat fee, but I
mm.
also live right next to Kent, almost 2.5 hours away, or an
Oh,
hour and a half
really?
away. So
Ah,
like I just drove there. I didn't have to pay for a flight.
ah,
Um,
yes.
I think I paid in total like $600, and this Congress is actually within the same range for me. So
Ah,
minus the flight, I haven't paid for my flight yet.
mm, yes, yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, gotta pick our flights later. I think your flight is closer, so it's a bit easier. But here's the thing, go to the Go Congress page, prices and options. Here you'll see a list of your expenses. If you go with the minimums, you can do this probably around $1,000 total. Um, and if you don't have the meals, you can get this to be like 700. And if you are a youth player, you can absolutely get more discounts. And scroll down to the bottom. Here is where the good news continues. Scholarships to help offset costs for young people. AGF is providing scholarships. Apply um, for all those who play in any of the main online events, school tournaments. You can apply for a $200 tournament scholarship. It will go towards your housing expenses over here. And if you're college age, you're 18 to 26. 26 is fairly up here in terms of age. As long as you are a graduate student or undergraduate student, you may be eligible for $300 of scholarship. Please apply. It doesn't take very long, and you might get um, free money. All right, all right. That's the cost commercials for the Go Congress. At the Go Congress, Jay, do you have any favorite events at Go Congress? And we're talking about um, playing the tournaments, professional events, simos with professionals, talking to other Go enthusiasts, things like that. And we're talking around here.
Okay. Yeah. So big thing obviously is the extremely maybe not extremely long because it's, I hear the European players play very long games, but we also have long games at the Congress, and that's the Open. So like first and foremost, the Open games are my favorite. I don't think anything beats that. And then my second favorite, I would actually have to say is like um, the lectures or simuls are kind of like 50-50 in my mind. So like if just playing games isn't the only thing you want to do at Go Congress, playing
Mm.
simuls against professionals is really nice. They have a bunch of them, and I believe this year there's a few Taiwanese players, Korean players. I don't know if any Chinese players are showing up this year, but I know we have American players as well. Um, some returning favorites as well. I know Yun Young, Mike, you're going. Ryan Lee's
I'm going.
going.
Yes, yes.
Alex
Ryan
G's
is going.
going. Our recently inaugurated pros are going. That's actually really nice to see. Um, and then like the lectures as well. Like the professionals also prepare lectures for everyone. So I highly recommend at least taking some time to go and check those out.
These are under the improving your game reviews. Bring your records from your games to the review session. Have a professional provide comments. Lectures. Professionals prepare lectures on a variety of topics. And simultaneously, you get to try your hand against the professionals. Um, Great. Pros are typically found throughout the Congress and are happy to talk to you and answer questions.
That is a really big thing that I think people should really understand more is that pros are happy to talk to you. So like go up, ask them questions, talk to them. Obviously, if they have obligations to abide by, they might have to cut you off and go teach the lecture. But like I remember last year at Kent, Kim Ji Suk when he came, he spent a lot of time with players, just talking about the game, and then something cool that I learned from him because he's also held lectures too, but we talked about endgame and the importance of like whether it's a even amount of dame or if it's an odd amount of dame, and like you can do special counting tactics with it. I don't remember what happened because I just like killing things on the board, but let's say I do.
Me too. Yes.
I definitely have good memories, just like straight up talking to professionals.
Mm. Yeah, me too. Me too. It was, and then recently I became a professional, so now I'm on both sides. 100%. We are happy to talk to you guys, everybody, and I know at least for one thing, which is here under the professionals page. So this guy Zhou Junxun, he won the LG Cup once. So he's probably the only like total like 100% world champion coming to this year's Go Congress. On his Fox account, you have like a 100 character thing to talk to say whatever on his Fox, and he said, and his message was he wants to like totally dedicate or really try hard to spread Go. And so, if you talk to him, you're helping him succeed in spreading Go. So, the more you talk to him, the happier he is, probably.
Do you know if he speaks English?
I know this guy speaks pretty good English, like second grade level English and above, and so he'll be able to talk to you. He might be a little bit slower than usual, but this guy is probably quite good. This guy haven't talked to him in person yet, so not too much information on that, but he should be able to hold your average English average English there. If you need, you can just grab any passing by person, and you may have to try twice, but we're all there to to be able to translate, and it will be very easy. In fact, if you have to ask for a translator, someone who's just right around in the vicinity of your conversation, they're actually going to be very happy about that because he's spreading Go, which is whatever he see. His current goal is to promote the game and share the joy of Go with a wider audience. Now we know what wider audience means. Wider audience means more amateur and potentially Q level players and beginners. So he'll be actually even happier if if you go through a lot of hoops to communicate. So definitely don't be shy, guys. The professionals tend to be a little shy, right? Right, Jay? But
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah. You guys don't be shy, and then you'll be good. I try my best not to be shy, but I'm a little shy too. We have a few more players listed here. Okay, here's a professional page. We can look at that. And so, yeah, yeah,
Wasn't
there's. Yes, Jay.
there was I heard rumors that there was like someone special was supposed to come. Like I
Someone
forgot his
special.
name, but he plays blind go super well.
There was one guy there was one guy called Bao Yun who came to the 2016 or 2017 Go Congress. That guy was kind of chubby. He played soccer. He played blind Go, and his big thing was blind Go. And he set the Guinness World Record of playing 5 blind Go matches at the same time and then winning. So that guy came in 2017. I didn't see him on the list this year, but he may be in the running for coming. Is he the guy you're talking about, Jay? Blind Go Bao Yun?
Yeah, it sounded like him, but maybe he's not
Mm,
actually coming.
could be. It could be. That's how rumors start. And in the Go world, we need a few more rumors. So
Rumor has it Koji is coming next year.
rumor has it, yes. uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but he did actually come to the Go Congress in 2017. I think he actually won that year's Go Congress, being a fairly strong player himself.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
to win 5 blind goes, I would imagine you have to be a strong player because
Yes,
to keep,
just to remember. Yeah,
yeah.
how does he do it? It's kind of crazy. Lastly, I remember my first Go Congresses were all as a young kid. So at the US Go Congress, going as a youngster was extremely fun and was a very, very nice, good learning experience and just a tremendous amount of fun. Jay, were you able to go as a teenager or had you
No,
started Go
so
too late?
I started too late. I started as a high school kid. I went for a day 1 year just to check the venue out. And as a teenager, double digit Q, walked in the door. First person I met was Takamiya Misaki in the Tacoma 2012 Go Congress. So I've known Go for a for a while, but yeah, the first person I think like I really met as a professional and shook their hand was Takamiya Misaki.
One
That's
of the
probably
most famous ones. Yes,
yeah.
yes.
But I have heard many great things about the youth room at Go Congress, and that it's been a great joy for many of the now adults who went as a youth. Um,
That would be me. Yes. Yeah, I
you,
mhm,
Liv, Albert Yen,
mhm,
Justin Tong. I
mhm,
can't say his
mhm,
name.
mhm.
Just a few, just to name, name drop some few people.
Yeah, yeah, and the youth adult pair go was especially fun. That's when a young player pairs up with an older player, and then they play pair go. Had a lot of fun there. I remember once I paired with a very nice lady, and then and then we won some games. Okay, all right. Enough said about that. And okay, you improve your game. We're only talking about Go today, so the excursions. I'm just gonna leave that to you guys to check out. Blah 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 blah. Wow, dinner cruise. Wow. Okay,
There's a
moving on.
lot of things, but like I think one thing we can always mention is that we're on campuses, so even if you don't go to excursions, you can always play sports there. So like they
Mm-hmm.
have basketball courts, they have tennis courts, they have cricket. Um, so
Mm-hmm.
you know, if you like sports, you can always find a group of people to go and play.
Yes, yes, and especially so back at the Go Congress in Denver, Estes Park. Um, uh, Me and Jay, we played tennis together, didn't we?
We did. It wasn't just us, right? It was
Yeah,
we had Telegraph go with us.
yeah, yeah. Telegraph played tennis with us. We played tennis. This is the Google Maps University of Austin. I'm not sure if I have the right place. There was a bunch of tennis kids, tennis courts, and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we also won all of our game matches, didn't we, Jay? Whenever we were playing doubles together.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Of course, of course, of course.
of course.
Of course. All right, and so that is an overview of the Go Congress. It's very, very, very good. And the best thing about Go Congress this year, in my opinion, would be the air conditioning. I know in Texas it gets hot, right? And so a lot of people are concerned, and I see a lot of people asking, is it going to be too hot at Go Congress? Is it going to be something? Do I have to worry about sweating too much? This picture looks pretty looks pretty warm, but Jay, when I read about this, all of my things, my concerns were assuaged, and that is there air conditioning? Yes, all buildings and residency halls are air conditioned, so
Perfect.
uh, it's it feels like it's going to be the coolest Go Congress we've ever been at, and God bless, right?
So you can correct me if I'm wrong, because I mean I don't actually know the environment of my own country, but uh,
Uh,
Austin, Texas wouldn't be like anything like South Florida, right? So like you would have dry heat, like super dry heat would be like Arizona, and then like super humidity heat would be like
Florida.
South Florida.
Uh-huh.
As long as like the temperatures are um dry and rather than very humid, I think 90 degrees is actually very doable,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you're only walking from building to building. It's not like you're going to be outside all day.
Oh yeah, and inside the building they're all air conditioned, and so I'm looking very much forward to all the air conditioning. I remember one year at Boston in 2016 or something, and it was so hot. They had no air conditioning, and it was just so
Oh,
warm. So
that's the worst. No air
yeah,
conditioning.
yeah, yeah. And Boston, we're like, oh, it's gonna be so cool and everything, and no, it was not. It was not. It was not. Okay, anyways, so that's the most important thing to mention about the Go Congress. So and here we are going to go into our Go specific content. And Jay here has prepared one of his
Uh,
favorite games at Go Congress for us. And so from here on, Jay, you're gonna be taking over. It is in the background here. This is Jay's presentation of the biggest match in the North America
Yeah,
system.
I can. So this is a North American Masters game back in 2022. Um, the thing about this one is it it earned me respect, I guess, is what I could say, or what it feels like was respect at the time. And if anyone knows, Michael Joe, he's a commentator on many of tournament games. You may have seen him this weekend doing some commentary with people. He also played in tournaments in San Diego and Los Angeles. But he was there at the Congress or at the Masters in 2022. Um, and essentially, this is a great game because it shows that you can't be lazy, and you also should never give up when playing a game. So, without further ado, we can just hop right into it. I will say, I don't actually fully remember this game. It's been quite a long time, so we're going to see so many surprises. I play white in this game, and uh, Ishen or Michael plays black.
Now, usually when people say this is a respect earning game, usually they lose the game afterwards. Was this one of those, or did you end up winning at the end of this one?
I won at the end of this one.
Aha! So it was more than a respect earning game, it was a win earning game. Yes,
Yeah, it
yes,
was. I earned this win.
yes.
I think it just got. Oh, I did play this. Okay. All right. So we're
This
gonna
is
see
Jay's
some Jayseki.
favorite opening.
Yeah, it is. This is a so I for people who know me or maybe people who don't, I played this bottom right corner against a very strong player, Shinka. He is a Chinese 5-dan, 7-dan AGA player, and he's a very strong fighter. And I had won a game by playing this Joseki against him, and it turned into this like super large fight. You have a notification that's blocking you, by the way.
Yes, yes. Yeah. We have 15 minutes, but don't worry, we're hopping on to another call after this, guys.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Big thing about this is like it's very flexible. Um, a lot of the times I can have opponents who end up playing like this.
Hmm. Oh, yes, I played like this many times. Yes, yes.
And the exchange here, let's do this. The A for B exchange is actually good for white. It's about 2 points good for white. As you
Hmm.
can see, white started with 1.5 and they gained 1.8. So uh, it's just a very subtle thing in the opening that you can do, and it can become complicated as well. But one thing you can do with this is you can play lightly. So I can play on either side of this, and it would have been okay. Um, but
Hmm.
Ishin is a master of play. So I to put context, this is probably before Ishin actually got stronger. And one of the things that Ishin does is he pays his respects to me because I taught him a lesson, he says. I taught
Wow.
him uh, a way of playing. And so if you've played Ishin recently, I personally think he's leveled up and that he plays a lot more reasonably. So
Yishan has been going by Michael Zhou, and he does so many Go commentaries on the US Go web main page, and he's a big time commentator now. I believe the
whoops.
AGA invites him to do a lot of commentaries. He doesn't have his own channel, but he really enjoys the commentaries. You guys can find a lot in recent Go Congress coverage.
Correct. So
Yeah.
I play on the large side. I'm trying to make
Ah,
my stones work together.
so how
He
was how was this, Jay? Did you gain anything at the end of this?
um I wouldn't say there isn't much gain. I think it's
Uh,
an even result.
ah,
Black is pretty solid here, but they're basically sealed in.
uh-huh,
We can be cut, but the idea is to make it a fighting game.
uh-huh.
So I jump in the corner, try to steal it. Ishin, or I'll just say Michael. Michael is a slippery guy. He likes to take the corner, so I didn't really get much out of it. So you play more or less Joseki, and the game continues.
Mhm.
And you can see I've started developing my stones. I will say this is 2 years ago, right? So I will be calling myself out for bad moves, but so far I think both players have been playing really well. This is probably the first move I would consider a little iffy, right? Like normally you would just want to fight
Mm.
this and then split the side.
Yeah, yeah. But then it's the opponent, so we gladly take any iffy moves from the opponent.
Right. Yes. And this is potentially not that great. I know that a lot of the times just peeping is good enough, and then you can crawl under,
Mm.
and then you can connect up. AI says it's not that good, but generally speaking, if you have to wedge, you generally give your opponent a very late shape while you are in need of a desperate base, essentially.
Mhm. Mm.
So continuing the game, I played like this. This is fine. I think AI probably wants some sort of weird attachment or something. Um, I personally, even now, wouldn't know how to handle these stones. Like they're kind of in a weird position, and they're in between a very strong corner and then light stones. So the light stones can just deflect any attack you can have, and then trying to attack the strong corner seems a little bad.
Mm.
But there's still some profit on the top side.
Mm.
So he takes away the base, which is important. And then we're not black can't really cut here because well, one thing is we can give up these 4 stones to capture the corner. So that's one thing. And the other thing is if we're really worried about a group, we can always peep and then connect to
Mm.
attack.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go ahead and like kind of fast forward
Mm.
because there is another game that I would like to get into. It's probably one of my favorite games.
Mhm.
Essentially, what happens is I keep getting into fights this game, and you can see from the AI graph here on the right side that it slowly gets better and better and better for black, and then
Mm.
it dips down, and then it gets better and better for black, and then it finally goes to white. Well, the
Mm.
reason is just that I keep fighting here, right? And the shape is good for black after this. I cut on the wrong side instead of taking the big points, right? Now I can take points here. So if we continue this way, I try attacking this group. It didn't work out so well. I was like, this is the vital point. Just play the vital point. No, doesn't work that way.
Mm.
Unfortunately, you still have to do some reading, right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Do some reading at the Masters division.
The ultimate goal is getting first place without having to read a single game. So I play pretty slow move, just living. We both live, which is fine. We get into situations where I'm trying to attack groups that aren't fully alive instead of, protecting my interests.
Mm.
This is probably like a very common theme in my games.
Ah, it looks
Um,
like you're making a lot on the upper side. It seems
oh yeah.
pretty good. Yeah, yeah.
The only thing is that while I'm making a lot, you'll notice that black has very thick groups everywhere.
Mm.
So I'm actually personally I'm not very good at games like this where I have all the weak shapes and
Mm.
I have a lot of potential, and my opponent is
Mm.
just like everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
So
By the
he gets
way,
to it.
yeah,
Go ahead.
we're jumping onto Zoom afterwards, and being the tech wizards that we are, I figure we'd probably be okay after the 1 hour limit on the Google Meet call. So we'll be okay. So Jay, Black invades. You must not feel very good about that, huh?
Yeah, at this point, I think at this point I would tell that I'm losing. I remember, I
Losing.
do remember feeling frustrated in my games in the Masters because I was like, I know this shape is good for me, and then like I couldn't capitalize on it, and then like the game flipped on its head and was like really bad.
Mm.
So here we are. I'm being split. He's being attacked now, but as I said earlier, like he's basically alive. All he has to do is add a move. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then you can see he got into the top side. He
Yeah, you're
complimented
making it
me on the
worse.
top side,
Yes.
and now it's gone. What's going on? Okay.
It's getting worse. Yes.
So you continue the attack, but as you can see, it's not working.
Uh-huh.
So if you fast forward, it gets even worse because I play in a way where I am trying to attack everything, right?
Mm,
Um, I remember in 2022, I played a lot of games against Eric Yoder,
mm,
and one of the things I really tried to learn was how to basically attack groups. And the big thing was, you attack on the west, or you attack on the west to attack the east. And you can see I
uh-huh.
tried doing that, right? Take away the eye space here, he gets the jump, I poke, and then we're getting into these fights here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Looked pretty dangerous for black, but the AI knows that it's okay, it seems.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. So essentially, what happens? This group here basically kills the white group,
Oh
and then I
no.
I come back and I revive it in a seki, and this group up here lives, but it dies in a ko.
No, Jay,
I
we're okay. We can see the rest of the game. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. We're going on a Zoom after this meeting runs out, so
So
we
we
all want to
cut.
see what this ends up. Yes, yes.
So I am still attacking every group I possibly can, trying
Uh-huh.
to get something because I know that like
Uh-huh.
I'm way behind.
Yes, the attacks did not gain anything. Yes. Black is living. Yes.
I think the idea between this move was that I know that if there was something, I probably read something here, and I was just seeing what asking moves I can ask. There's
Mm,
also the fact that later there's this Aji that I have to
mm.
deal with.
Yeah, yeah.
And so he lives, that group is alive, he sacrifices 3 stones to attack this group now, and I have to leave it. So at any
Mm-hmm.
time, he could just play here, and like there's no issues, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
And then I start a co.
Oh,
Because
Yazako, yes.
so
Is
the
that how
big thing,
you're? Yeah, yeah.
if you're behind in your games, and like you're playing a long game, the best thing you can do is just make it more complicated. And one of the ways you can make it more complicated is make everything undecided. Even if a group looks alive, if you can make a co, you have co threats. Unless it's like, two eyes fully surrounded, unbreakable, right? But here, the right side, we have a peep, we have an Atari that we can do. This group in the center here is not fully alive either, right? Even though I'll mark it with triangles here.
Yes, yes.
This
Yeah.
one
Oh
group
my
is
God, so good.
this
So
group is
smooth.
also not fully alive, right? So there's a lot
Mm,
of co-threats there,
mm,
especially if we can get 2 moves in a row. Like for example, these two, we can definitely kill something in the center, right?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So starting the co is basically, give me the corner type of thing. I
Yes.
will give you 2 moves elsewhere. I've already died, so it doesn't bother me.
Yeah. Oh,
And then so
you connect.
there's a big drop here, and I remember this because I reviewed it with AI at the time, and
Mm,
I believe the AI wanted something really silly, and can I
something really
say
silly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Start. This group is now a co to live. Yeah, yeah.
there's something like I think. Let me think.
Oh
I
yeah.
think it's here, or they can play here, but we would play.
This.
There's not 2 eyes here,
Correct. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No
so he has
ice.
to find. He has to basically finagle the eyes
Yeah.
essentially. So there's a lot of
Finagle
cover,
the ice. Yes, yes. Big mistake in answering. He
and
fixes
then he
it.
plays here, so we cut, or we play an extra move,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't have extra co threats. He basically eliminated the co threat,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which is fine.
Yeah.
That's a good technique to do when you're far ahead.
Mm.
Remove the co threats, force your opponent to resign out of moral obligation.
Oh, never
Unfortunately,
resign out of moral obligation. Never
unfortunately, I
resign.
don't resign easily.
First, yeah.
Let me disable the
Sign of
AI.
a good player, they don't resign easily.
Yeah, so here you can see that I'm attacking this group now. It doesn't have
Mm,
two eyes.
mhm,
Unfortunately, if I play here and he connects, I
mm.
have to give up.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
potentially have to give up these stones. I don't know if White can actually live here, right? So
Mm,
if I have to play this way, then I've given him two eyes. So we play here to cut, so that way when he does connect, we don't care about the two stones. We care about Black's whole group here.
yes.
And eventually come back.
But black
Um,
is also alive with that eye space.
yeah, Black
Cool.
just plays here and they're alive. There's no
Yeah.
throw in
Mm.
here. Allows them to connect. So if anyone's
Now, Jay,
interested in,
let's switch interfaces and go
yeah,
on Zoom right now. Uh, let me know if the meeting is working. It's in the chat and in your email. You may have to copy the passcode there, and then we'll
okay.
reshare the screen onto the Zoom call.
Let me grab it. Chat.
Yes. Yes. I see. Wait, I only saw you for a brief moment. Yes.
I sent you. It should be working now.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I know. I saw. Oh yes. Waiting. Yes. All right. Jay, you're in my Zoom, and just reshare the same thing, and we
Okay.
should be okay.
Let me go back to.
Mm-hmm.
You allow me to share my screen.
I have to allow you to share.
Yeah.
Uh, I have to allow you to share. Good, good, good. Allow to multi-join. Make host. If I make you host, you must be able to share screen.
That'll do
Okay.
it.
Jay, you may also need. Anyways, I'll put your screen here, and then it'll be okay. Yes, we're back. We're back with Jay's Zoom. Don't worry,
I don't
guys.
think it's letting me do it from my phone.
Very interesting. Good,
Uh,
good, good. We almost have everything.
okay. I think the camera should be working now.
Yeah. This is weird. Zoom has this. Okay, okay. How do we look? Ah, the tech
Uh,
wizards have not figured everything out, unfortunately.
you might be having some issues.
Yes. Failed to start video, failed. My camera is back, but my stream is not showing the Zoom calls. That's okay. We blame it on Zoom. All right. OGS window. Wow, this is.
I can make this easier for us. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Just create a room. I'll just call it Suchen. Copy, invite guest. I'm gonna send it to you on WeChat. Do you have WeChat on your phone?
Yes.
Okay. Or no,
right.
on your computer, I mean.
Yes, I do.
Okay, I sent you a link.
Okay.
And then I should send myself a link because that's so I can use my phone.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. I trust me. We're tech wizards. We are tech wizards.
Okay.
All right. We
You
are back.
should be able to hear me now.
Yes. Well, I hear Jay.
Let me.
Yes, chat also hears Jay. I heard. Should be good. Now we can share screens, and we should be all back to normal.
We can use. So we can use Video Ninja directly
Yes.
instead of using the Zoom call.
Yes.
So I'm gonna leave the Zoom.
Yes. I have already left. -1 for Zoom, +1 for Google Meeting, and +2 for VOD Ninja. Perfect.
Audio headset. There we go. Okay, you should be able to hear me now.
Yes, chat hears you fine too.
Perfect. Go screen, Windows here. We'll share this. So for you on OBS.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know if you can copy the link.
OBS is working, so we can continue now.
Here you go.
Yeah. We see. We also see Jay's handsome face there, and this is working perfect. This is working perfect.
I don't know. Okay.
It's good. All right.
You got it good? That's good? Okay. Cool.
Now we can continue. This is perfect.
So essentially, I'm in this really tough match, right? Like basically, the game is over. I have nothing else to lose, so why not all in, right?
Yes.
For those who don't understand, this group died. That's very large. I am very close to being cut off here and having to live small. I had to come back and save this large clump of stones. They're not making a whole lot, and then I'm very small on the top side. I only have second line territory, right? And then black has a solid corner. Black is alive here. Black is alive here. He has a large amount of territory going down the bottom of the corner, and then this group is unsettled, and that's the only thing he really needs to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops. I played the wrong move.
Oh, wow, back and forth with the code. Yes, yes.
So oops, still too far forward. All right, so he peeps here, and essentially, like, every time he plays a small move, I have to ignore it. There is no reason to answer small moves.
Mhm.
This is relatively small compared to the rest of the board.
Yes, yes.
So here we go.
Here we
I'm
go.
ignoring. I ask him move first, take this. He takes the 2 stones, and then now I'm looking to fight this. He
Yes.
connected. We took. So
Yeah.
now I'm 100%. I'm probably 110% alive here in the center.
Yes.
But you notice I'm one step closer to saving my stones.
Yes, a revival.
Threatening to save the stones, once again, one step closer, right? Just make code threats that may seem dumb, but they are all coming together.
Yes. You have an eye.
Essentially, this is a big code threat. If he just connects, then I can kill his group.
Oh
It's
no.
basically a one eye versus no eye, so that's super important.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
answers. Have to come back and fix because otherwise we lose all our stones. If we just connect, he fixes, then all these stones are dead.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So simple answer, throw in,
mm-hmm,
take, very important.
mm-hmm.
Threatening to kill everything. Nice, he answers. Oh, and then I play this move. I
Mm.
don't know if it works, but hey, basically I gotta do something, right? So
Oh no. Gotta do something. Yes. Yes.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't, because like if he just decides to make more ice space, right? It
Okay.
can become very dangerous. And in the game, you'll see that I found something very sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and go through that.
Yes. Attach. Okay,
So he
white
breaks into the
liberty.
top side.
Mm-hmm.
Very unfortunate. And then I push through here.
Aha.
And instead of connecting, he makes this blunder where he allows me to still play the Ko in some sort of Sente.
Mm. Ah, so now the code is harder to answer for black, so he captures the code, ends the
Yep.
code, yeah.
But
Okay.
the issue here is he removes there's
Mm.
he's connected, but he didn't connect solidly. So now
Mm.
there's a throw in here that could potentially be
Mm.
advantage to us.
Get rid of his liberties.
Exactly. So we capture the top side, and at this point, black is still winning. There's nothing stopping him. I believe I need one more. I need to take away one more liberty before I can do something in the corner.
Mm.
Memory up. See, there he goes. This is what I was waiting for.
Yeah,
Right?
the liberty was gone, yes.
Yes, liberty's gone. Tare, we extend, and it's I versus no I.
Yes.
Hooray! We've
Yes.
tricked our opponent.
One liberty is too short, yes.
And then from here, it's white is winning because now throughout this throughout the whole co, right? Black was losing points because he kept letting white add moves in here, and he
Mm.
responded. But he
Mm.
responded in a way that didn't kill the white group.
Mm. And
So
it's
we can play
Seki,
here,
yes.
and we
Mm.
can continue doing this, but this is an Atari,
Mm.
and
And
we can
it's
take an outside
just,
liberty.
yeah, one liberty barely in time for Seki,
Yes,
yes.
yeah,
Mm.
it's pretty nice. And then from here, I win the game because he died in the top left. I got all the territory on the top side, and then I got a large Seki. Uh,
Mm.
so that was very fun. That was a very fun game. I earned some respect, and some people may hate me because Michael has become stronger because of this game. Uh,
Because Michael became stronger so that he will beat his regular opponents in California and
yeah,
so
essentially, I think he just didn't want to lose like this again. Um, this is this also put in perspective my strength as well. So it's like I'm one of those. What's the word? I'm a wild card essentially, right? So like I have very terrible games, but I also have some like really good games. And like this game kind of showed that solid players are almost likely to always beat me because they don't have like these wild moments in the game, right? Like he just like throughout this whole game he just crushed me. And
Mm,
then because I made it complicated enough and he tried to play super safe, he collapsed.
mm,
So there's
interesting.
to my benefit, I guess, I earned it, right? But I also think of it as like I'm a super weak 5 Don at that point.
Well, you definitely earned it. Yes.
Uh, so I probably came close to having a really good game against one of the Korean players in the first round. I almost beat one of the Korean players in the first round. Can you believe that? Uh,
Yeah, this is the yes.
Taekyum Kim, he got third place,
Yeah, this
only
is a
losing to
20. Yep.
yeah 2023. I'll go over
$20.23.
I don't know how much time do you have?
I have plenty of time.
You have plenty of time.
Plenty of
Okay.
time. Slowly, Jay. Slow and detailed.
Okay, this one can be detailed. This one is fun. This one, we used a lot of our time in the early game. I can tell you that. This game is intense from the very beginning, and you'll see why.
Mm.
I am black. Taegum Kim is white. So he approaches, and I play one of the moves that I've been researching.
Aha.
Uh,
Oh,
this gets very adventurous very quickly. He ignores, as a strong player would when they're met with uncertainty, right?
yes.
It doesn't really put pressure on the stone, but it also is very weird to answer. Because if you just simply do this, your stone gets hurt. But if you play this way, like you've made bad shape and your one stone is hurt. So it's
Yes.
unclear how to answer, but normal answer is just, play something super simple, and this is okay.
Yeah, yeah.
In the game, he tanukis, and I took the liberty of trying to make something work with the weird stone. So we get into this shape. He plays something I'm not very familiar with. I was, expecting some sort of normalcy here, right?
Yes.
Play a little bit of Joseki, which, by the way, I've played this Joseki many times after playing Eric Louis.
Ah.
I will someday have my revenge, Eric.
Mhm. Revenge someday? Aha.
I have to play him again, right? So
Yes.
someday.
So someday. Yes, yes.
He allows me to Hane, and then he gives up the stone.
Yes.
Plays the pincer. We jump into the corner. So I imagine he's not doing any of this because like I'm going to get the first move and attacking here.
Yes.
So the pincer seems normal, and then I jump in the corner because it's like one of the safer moves to do. If we jump out, can we remove? Um, I'm just trying to see if I can remove the AI. Oh, there we go.
Mm.
There we go. So I jump out instead of jumping out and like we're playing this way because his group is here. Like it also means that he's fairly stronger, and I have to rely on making my group a little bit stronger than usual.
Mm.
There's also like this is a low stone, so we can also shoulder hit it later in the game. So it makes sense to just accept that we can play like this,
Yeah.
and then later we can make the bottom side lower. If he adds another move, it's slow to me at least.
Mm. Yeah.
Um.
Oh, he
Yes.
played this. Yeah, yeah, this is good. This is good.
This is one thing that I also looked at when I was playing with AI a lot. Is that some things can be omitted, right? Like
This
in
is
the
AI
three
approved. Yes, yes.
when we do like 3-3 invasions directly, let's do it like this, right? One thing is like we did this and then we started emitting the 9, 10, 11, 12 exchange.
Yes.
Um, and I've noticed that in some games, AI also recommends just ignoring the D2 exchange. So here, white can make this exchange. They can connect their stones, but we don't give white a way to hurt the F3 stone directly. So later, when we're strong enough, black can play something like F4, and then or white can't connect underneath, and we
Mm.
can attack them. But at the same time, we need strength to be able to play F4. So maybe most likely later, we force our opponent to connect underneath, and they're living very small. That's
Mm,
kind of the goal behind it.
mm,
The opponent Tanukis, they kind of leave it. I recommend if
mm,
you play this way or your opponent plays this way, you want to immediately Hane, at least in
mhm.
an open board.
Oh,
Uh, AI recommendation. There's nothing can go wrong from playing an AI recommended
agreed.
move.
Agreed. So he played K4, so if you
Yep.
Hane connect, you can get that slow opponent variation you wanted. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yes, yes. Nothing to be unhappy about here.
I pincer here because I know it's one of the AI recommended moves, and
Mm.
we're going to get into this kind of large fight. So I know what he's aiming for here. He is
Oh.
aiming to peep the cut essentially.
Mm. Ah, and
So
here he comes. Yep.
yep.
Mm.
So there is a lot of reading going on here. This one's very interesting.
Mm.
How do you feel about this sequence?
Seems pretty good for black overall. What do you think?
Yeah,
You captured, and white's not that strong, and your two stones are attacking white, so they're not that weak. And yeah, yeah.
exactly. However, I play here,
Ah,
and I really have this strange thing that I do in Go, and I really try to push my shapes to like maximum efficiency,
oh,
and sometimes you just can't do that.
oh,
There's
really?
Yeah, this move is wrong. It's wrong. It gives White the opportunity to break out.
Oh, that's bad.
Instead, just capture the stone or jump out and have some sort of way of fighting against this,
Oh,
right? Even if we
interesting.
just play the Knight's move, this would be
Mm.
good.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to see exactly how White punishes Black for this. You can play this one.
Mm.
However,
Mm.
you give White strong shape.
Mm.
You know, they can break out. Now, like you have this thick shape, but when you try to cut, it's well, I guess like if White's able to do that, maybe not. Maybe White just extends.
Mm.
Strong shape, attack the top side.
Yeah, it's
We can
opponent
also
Vincente. Yep.
check AI here
Ah, yes, yes, yes. I
in
was gonna
order.
say, yeah, black probably wants to end the problems and just capture two stones, even though it is a big loss. Yep.
I see. White plays here. It's still. No, you can come out. That's fine.
Yes, yes. Pretty even.
Uh,
Hmm.
I'm greedy though. I like to attack my opponents, right?
Yes, yes. You didn't
So
miss that extend. That's good. That's good.
yeah, a lot of
Uh,
players will do that. Like, you have to be very mindful of your liberties when you're fighting. I think this is like a thing that I've learned just watching Seo Peng Su or there's there's a Taiwanese player recently. He won one of the major cup titles by defeating the top three. He beat
yes, I know who you're talking about. The number one player in Taiwan right now.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I saw him recently at Beihai's tournament. Xu Haohong, something like that. It was a very hard to pronounce. It was a hard to recognize Chinese character too. So,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's what he
Uh,
does.
I so like just seeing his style, right? I mean, obviously it's more A like, but like earlier he was also a fighter. I think a lot of the Chinese players are a lot of fighters too, right?
Mm,
Um, and one thing that they do is they're always mindful of their liberties, so you have to extend them when you can.
mm.
Unfortunately, I'm also bad at this game. So instead of fighting the good fight here, right? I think the big thing is I kept thinking about this type of fight, and I didn't like the idea that when we play this way, he's cutting my shape a lot. So I tried to fight this way and live directly, but um, it comes at a cost, essentially. White can live directly once we've played this way, and white's very happy because once they're alive, the top side is under attack, and it's not very nice or very good.
Okay, hold on for a second. I think we lost the video ninja. 1 second. Oh, never mind. We're back. Continue, please. We see the
Okay.
diagram now, and we're good. This way, white
Just
survives, and
okay.
yeah, this way, white survives.
White survives this way, yeah. My opponent attaches, and then essentially I've decided that since white is going to be alive on the right side, it's time to move these stones out in a way that I can attack this group.
Yeah.
And I think at this point, like, we're both down. I think we've used basically a full hour fighting, reading all this stuff out. Tegum, I will say, he's probably the second strongest in their group when I played them, because I played 4 of the Koreans that came last year, and I think Tegum is probably the second strongest that I can tell. We're attacking in the wrong direction, right? You're going to notice that this move is going to be blue for a while. It's just a vital point that people should learn to play. Like, you gotta force your opponent to protect their cut, right?
Yep.
Instead, we just leave that cut hanging the whole time, or not cut, but that weakness.
Okay.
It also plays in a role when, for example, when white extends, right?
Yes. Or white harness. Yes.
White can also clamp as well.
Yes.
But yeah, Hana here, probably not this Hana. I hope you're not assuming this one.
No, yes, I was. I'm so unambitious, Jay.
This probably isn't the greatest, but I mean, if your opponent answers, then like you're happy, right?
No, well, I guess not. Continue, please.
Yeah. So I'm just protecting my shape, biding my time so I can fight this group. He finally extends. I connect the bad one because I'm like, I have no ambitions of cutting white here, right? Even so the big thing here is that like white is trying to capture or not capture, but like connect a group up, and we can't cut directly because, well, we have an empty triangle, lack of liberties. If we try to protect in this variation with something like this, then our opponent can just take 2 stones.
Yes.
So I connected. I try to play solid. Is one way to put it, like no weak group type of thing.
Oh no. Oh no. Yes.
This is an idea that I've had on and off for a long time. I can tell you that I completely abandoned this idea after this game.
Trying to play solid all the time?
Yeah. It's tiresome, I can tell you that.
It's very tiresome, yes.
And you can tell that I play the bad move, right? Like, if I just played here, then like I'd have solid shape.
Yes.
That comes into play later, by the way.
Yeah, solid slows you down too much.
Yeah. Needed to connect up underneath. I tried playing a co. So like you can see in the graph, but basically I knew that I had to connect under, but I didn't want to do it slowly.
Because you were already slowed down too much, yes.
Yep.
Yes, I know the feeling.
So I was like, I have to get more. I have to get something worthwhile. So we cut, and then we like time for a co. And I'm one of those guys that I'll look at a board position and be like, yes, I have to co. And then I didn't count the co threats. And on this board, there is no co threats.
Yeah.
There's literally no co threats on this board. Maybe this could be a co threat, and like if they take, we can try something here. But now, as of now, I would think that white could actually still live here. So I jump and play this way. He answers, then he takes, and then I surround. And
like a chance.
This is a chance. This is a legitimate chance in the game.
But you have to capture the white group.
Yes, you have to capture the white group.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
That's the thing. Yeah, when you play solid, you have to capture the opponent, and then it's not that easy to capture, huh?
I remember the feeling of reviewing this game, and I also
Mm,
remember the moment that I had lost this game as well.
yeah.
I sat there for 5 minutes just staring at the board because like I thought I messed up. The game is over. Like I should just resign. I don't resign immediately because like
Yes.
never resign.
Never resign early, guys.
But I
Never
remember
resign
looking at it
early.
through AI and like the
Mm,
AI at the time that I did this was like basically all my moves here were blue moves.
yeah, yeah.
So I expected all this. I fought this. We played
That's a
this
good
way.
move. Yep.
Tari, he connected, which is wrong. And we
Mm,
continue fighting. He plays the Atari. He plays here. I cut. And
mm,
can you see the mess up here?
hmm. Well,
I
white
need to make an
lives.
exchange.
Yeah, yeah. If only you could Atari that beforehand, huh?
Yep.
Mm,
I think there was a chance here, like here, when he plays
yeah,
this
like
move.
now.
We can
But it's
Atari, play this way.
yeah, yeah. But
Even if
Atari
he plays
itself
here,
is a bit losing, so usually we don't like to play it, but that could be your only chance to play it. Yeah.
yeah,
And
it
this
was.
would be a kill. That would be a successful kill.
And there's also this one too, right? So
Mm,
this isn't actually an eye, and I had an opportunity to play the Atari, and I
mm,
was aware that I could do something here, but I think I was stuck on this move. So when I was thinking about this move, I was thinking, well, now he's alive. There's two eyes there, right?
yeah.
So when I read this, like I knew like this was probably the move, but I couldn't see how to make it work
Mm,
at the time. And
yeah, yeah.
essentially, I played wrong, and then he got this Atari move.
Mm,
And
so
even
white
here,
survived again. Yeah.
we can't play this way because white takes, we take, and then and white can surround this group, so we have to bring the stone out and take the stone. And this is kind of, I would say this is a very sad way to lose the game because I could have made the game closer by
Mm,
exchanging the one Atari.
yeah,
So
yeah.
playing on a tightrope is a very fun way of playing the game, but it also means when you're behind and you can't play on the tightrope anymore, you lose instantly.
Well, white was playing on a tightrope and winning, so
Yes.
yes, it's very fun for white, I guess, playing on the tightrope.
I mean, you probably noticed I like playing on the tightrope all the time,
Uh-huh.
especially when I play against you.
Me? Ah, yes, I like playing on the tightrope too, so yes, yes.
Okay.
This was so close, almost captured, yeah. Any goals for this year's Go Congress, Jay?
Um, I don't. So I know there's going to be new tournament director. Uh, or not a new. Yeah, there's going to be new master tournament director. So I have no hope of joining the masters. But my goal is just to win all the 5 down games.
Is that set already, or is that not set yet? I remember the Masters division was, 5 to 6 dan at the lowest, and you had to get 32 players, 30 players or something around that number, and sometimes you can get in at 5 dan, right?
Yeah. Um,
Mm.
I was hoping to do really well at the Chicago tournament.
Aha.
So I'd be like, "Hey, man, I went 5-2, and I didn't lose to any 5 downs or something." But that didn't happen. I tilted and went downward spiral. But I think, yeah, like if they don't have enough players, they'll open it up to other ones. But um, the tournament director is no Kevin Chow, right? So potentially, I have no idea what they're going to do because
Interesting.
it
Do you
sounds like
know who the tournament director is?
I don't, but we can look on US Go Congress.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's very interesting. I had no idea. Yeah, because there are other. There are other 6.5 dan and above. No way. How could we get 30 players 6.5 and above? If you guys don't know, guys, the AGA 5 dans are the strongest 5 dans in the world now, even
They
stronger than
don't think they
European 5
can.
dans. So it's hard to imagine. Who is this tournament director? Let me have a word with
The
him.
hold on, the your stream broke.
Oh my God. So that means the long-time Masters players like Michael Zhou and Edward Zhang are not gonna qualify, are they? They must. They must feel really sad about that. Um, is that true?
We have
Yeah,
like 10 players from Taiwan. Hell yeah!
we have
All
10
right, but
players from
hold on a minute.
Taiwan.
Hold on a minute. Are they all 7 Dan Taiwanese players?
We have 10 players from Taiwan. You know, in Europe, they separate all the European players from the others. They have the top 32 European players play in their version of the Masters division, which is the European Championships. And so, wow, it would really be a pity if you have to um, screen out some of the US Go players in favor of the foreign Go players. That would certainly not be fit the mood for the current environment, you know. So okay, so Jay, that's actually good news for you and me because this means that it's still wide open, right? That means it's still up for discussion.
Possibly, possibly.
Uh,
I have no look. If someone wants to request that I play in the Masters, I will not say no.
uh-huh.
Uh, Kevin had asked me last year, and I said if he asked me, I'm going to play.
Oh.
I just want to play strong players. I don't actually care about my rank. I don't care about anything else. I just care about playing strong players. And I mean that sounds really cocky, but I don't mean any offense to any like 5 dans or 6 dans because I know that last year Joshua Lan or Josh Lan won the 6 dan division. No, he won the 5 dan division, and um,
Mm. Yes, yes, and he didn't play in the Masters division.
yeah, he's strong. I think that kid could definitely be. I think
Mm.
he's like 12 now, and he can definitely play in the Masters.
Mm.
There's another Kevin Young's brother. Forgot his name. Is it Tony? I think it's Tony Young.
Mm.
He won the 6 dan division, I think,
Mm. Mm.
last year. He's also very strong. I just want to play like the foreigners, right? Like in a serious game. Otherwise, I have to go ask them for a game, and they're gonna play something casual.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's interesting because this is funny. This is good because I think it's 6.5 dan and above is guaranteed to play in the Masters. So
Oh,
it's guaranteed. I imagine you could get 16, 17, 20 players that way, and then it's like 10 more players after that. And then it helps if you ask them. Um, Usually they asked
who's
me
coming?
before they said, "Would you like to? Are you, are you planning to play in the Masters division, which again, guys, is the Open division in the U.S. Open tournament, and so the highest division. So yeah, yeah. So I guess that's what they mean. So they'll get as many as they can, guaranteed. So there's no cutoff, but it's just a
Oh
guaranteed
wait,
to make it in cutoff.
Wang Yuan Jin is gonna play in the Masters.
I don't know. I see he's I'm looking at the list and he's on the list. He has a silver crown on Fox right now, guys. So we might have some super we may have one super strong player on the Masters. I don't know if he is.
Mhm.
I don't know if he confirmed, but maybe yeah, maybe they asked him. He when I talked to him in person months ago in April, I was telling him about the U.S. Go Congress and stuff, and at that time he didn't
He is
say either
confirmed.
way, but Yeah, nowadays I got the email. Will you play in the Masters? He probably got the same email, and he probably said yes. And okay, so great. We have, but I only see about 15, 16 players on that confirmed list so far. So there's still hope. There's still a lot of hope. So no worries there.
There's
Six,
a
yeah, 6.5 done and above is guaranteed, not required. So that's good.
there's a lot of players.
Hmm.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, that's very,
There's
very.
so if we cut it off at 5.5
Oh yes.
and include me, there's 34 possible players that
Yeah, a
want
lot
to
of
that
them
want to
may
play.
not.
That want to play.
Yeah. A lot of them may not, want to play in the Masters. So,
Yeah.
but I do have to say the five done at in the AGA is now super strong. It is yeah. Well, at first it started um, as a coping exercise. Like, a lot of people in the AGA they are five dan, and then they have been five dan for a long time, and they might wonder, wow, am I improving? Am I playing better than before? If you're five dan, 5 years ago, and if you're still five dan now, you have improved a lot. The five dans nowadays are super strong, and so yeah, everyone's ratings have been going down in recent years. So yeah, it's even me. I've been winning a lot of games, and my rating has gone down over the years. So over the last couple of years. So you guys can see this is my rating before before COVID, 8.7 something. Now I'm 8.28. And you might say, oh, you must have lost a lot of games during the time. No, I 70 and 20. So that's just the nature of the AGA. The AGA nowadays. A lot of people enter the AGA and they say, "Let me be a little conservative. Let me win some games," and then they enter pretty low, and then they try to go up. That brings down the rest of the other players. So um, yeah, it's very the AGA five dans nowadays are super strong, and you can see some of the very older players have very high ratings. She well, Ryan is actually strong. There's a whole bunch of older players with very high
It,
ratings. But this is all very good. Um, this Go Congress is gonna be very fun. Yes, Jay, do you have more games? Do you have any shout outs to join the Diehard tournament? Anything else you're doing during the Go Congress? Any streaming? Any help with the AGA?
uh, yeah, actually. So I don't know if he wants me to say this, but I'm going to say it anyways. So there's going to be the Masters that is going to be streamed, but we're also going to stream the top open board as well. And we're going to be using the real board overlay.
Yes, the
Um,
ISIS.
no,
Uh,
we're not going to be using ISIS.
oh no.
What we're doing is we're going to use a top-down camera on top
Uh-huh.
of the board. We're going to have a commentator commentate the game, and people can watch the game directly. And you'll be able to follow through with the commentary throughout the game, rather than having a commentary on OGS or just OGS, and then have to go through the variations. In long games, it doesn't matter as much because we can catch up very quickly. But like in like a Chicago tournament, like it'd be better if it was just over the board thing, so we can, follow directly from when they start to the end. I do have a game. Uh, but I have several games. I'm gonna go over this one as like the final game.
Here we see
It's
it.
against Yonu, Yonu, the 1P.
Mm.
And essentially, I learned a trick or two from Eric Yoder in the opening, right? And I
Mhm.
had gotten, but you don't get the game sequence. That's
Mhm.
true. That's true. You don't get the game sequence. But if it's if it's streamed on YouTube, you can always rewind it. All you YouTube haters.
Yeah, yeah. The AJ ratings must not be based on Fox rankings anymore these days.
So I played Jung Yonu when she had lost to Michael in a controversial way, but a loss on time is still a loss on time. You can't do anything about it.
Mhm.
Um, and I think she lost. So she lost to Michael Joe. She
Mhm.
won a few games, ended up playing Eric Yoder, lost to Eric Yoder, and then
Mhm.
her next game was against me.
Mm.
And so I'm feeling the pressure because I'm competitive against my own my
My
own friends,
friend
right?
beat her, so I have to beat her too.
Exactly. My friends beat her. I should be able to beat her too.
And
Uh,
I'm not worse than my friend.
yeah, no, I don't think there's any controversy. There's just maybe some people say there was a lack of etiquette there, but I don't care. A win's a win. That being said, so let's hop into the game.
Can you
Um,
imagine a professional whining after losing the game and saying, "The clock didn't warn me. It wasn't fair."
yeah,
Okay.
it happens. So this is a trick that I'd learned from Eric Yoder, and
Yes.
that's if your opponent plays the Atari now, you can actually play a Ko.
Ah, do you have code threats?
We have code threats, yes, but our opponent doesn't, so they cannot answer our code threats.
Oh, nice.
Except for, I guess, AI says yes, they can.
Well, it's this is a common sequence, and
Yeah,
let's wait for it to say wait plus three. Okay.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I gained here,
yeah, yeah.
which is nice.
So it is good.
Our opponent decided to connect, which is even worse than I guess not answering. But
Mm.
it's understandable, right? Like,
Yeah.
um,
Yep.
she probably couldn't find a code thread. You'd have to answer locally, and then
Yep.
it becomes a big issue.
Mm.
So I got
Mm-hmm.
into this really good position,
Mm-hmm.
and instead of being safe and forcing our opponent to answer and just play normally, I actually get a little bit greedy. I
Ah,
push
yes.
first,
We
and I
like
don't have the ladder.
greedy. Mm. Yep. Oh no.
So I have to extend. She answers. I play some forcing moves,
Mm-hmm.
go into the corner, and then I play it. Probably not the greatest
Mm.
capture here. Just netting or playing this move would be big, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Play on the big side. Let the opponent try to capture two stones.
Mm-hmm.
I just defend, and then we're now in a position where I kind of lost the lead that I took, but it's still a relatively even game. That's how I felt while playing it. But I
Mm-hmm.
did feel good that I air quotes tricked a well sorry, no reading ghost says I think she's lacking etiquette in that case. Well, I don't know the actual whole story, right? Oh, I think a loss.
She lost. She didn't
Yeah.
want to lose. It's okay.
Do you know more about it? Because I don't.
I was right next to them when they had this
Oh boy.
thing about can we start the game? You know, there's a clock. It's a clock's fault. It's not my fault. That sort of thing. So
I see.
you know how it is. You know.
Oh,
She probably
even
had a lot
better.
of high hopes. She was a professional player, against North
Hmm.
American players. So she had high hopes for the tournament. And if you lose to an AGA six dan, you probably are not going to be winning the tournament. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's why.
it's funny that this is brought up because like after her incident, after she had lost the game on time, the clock did not make sound. For the record, the clock did not make sound. I played a game with Matthew Burrell, and our clock was actually broken. It didn't
Yes.
make a sound even when you had the sound up. So we had to stop the clock and be like, Kevin, we need a new clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty hilarious.
And yeah. And then she lost to Eric Yoder, who is
Yeah, she
another
did.
AGA six dan. So yeah, that
Eric,
was everyone was pretty happy that Eric Yoder won.
yes, I
For
think
a
out of all
variety of
the
reasons. Okay.
he also I saw that game. He very much earned that win.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm playing a big move. Opponent attacks. She lost in the women's tournament as well. I did not know that. I heard some people say that her sister is actually stronger than her. I don't know how true that
I know
is,
her
but
sister played in the women's tournament, and she did lose in the women's tournament. So maybe it was her sister. Maybe she played too. I'm not sure.
yeah. She attacks my stones. I jump out. We're playing relatively easy, and then this I remember this shape. Like this is the kind of thing that I look at AA for because like this just the white shape feels awkward, right? Like what am I
Yes,
doing with
yes.
this? I
It
probably
seems okay.
in like other games I'd probably just extend here or I would try to make the bottom maybe as big as possible.
Mm,
I don't think in the future I'd play this move again.
mm, mm. Okay.
I did think about playing stuff like this,
Mm-hmm.
just sliding underneath.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't really sure, right? So I played something that I knew was AI like.
Okay.
So you play this way, I play a large move. Unfortunately, I played it probably too late because I gave white or black this stone in the center.
Yeah.
And then I felt like I played. So I showed this game to my teacher, Shohei, the female pro, and I thought I played pretty well, but like she made a lot of comments about like you know what the proper move is, and you kind of just added that one exchange that just doesn't make sense. So like if we had just played this way and made this group safe, there's not a lot of room for white or for black to make a lot of ice space on the bottom, so this group is always going to be running.
Yep.
They can play here, but we can always peep, or we can play underneath, or push and clamp, right? So the group is going to be floaty for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And the big thing is like we have a small group here, so adding a stone weakens Black's formation. So we pushed. I gave so like this is the thing I was talking about. We gave Black a move, and then we made the group slightly stronger now. So now
Oh, yeah, yeah. I
they
see
can
it.
they can
I
run
see
out.
it.
And I keep
Mm-hmm.
doing this in this fight because I got really nervous.
Mm,
Peep was really good, but I really wanted to play this move in the actual game. I wanted to
mm-hmm.
play this move to attack uh, Yanu, but I played this move because I felt like if I played this way, maybe I'm attacking too strong.
Mm-hmm.
And then so now they got the clamp, and I had to Hane on top, and I just didn't. Instead, I had to invade on the top side. And while I handle the top side pretty well, the game is just downhill from here. So the big thing I just wanted to show is that even pros are not that great at the opening.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, so one thing that I've really learned throughout just playing strong players is that you guys are really good at the middle game, and it really pisses me off. So I'll show you what happened. Is I'm attacking black in like this very vicious way, and I play in a way where I make a bad exchange.
Yes.
But I made this bad exchange because I had read that this follow up works. So now I can just live on the top side, and I
Uh-huh.
felt good about that.
Yeah.
The only sad thing though is that I don't have a marker tool in this
Mm.
SGF editor, but like I played all these bad exchanges. I played the nose attach. I pushed from here on the wrong side, and then like I've hurt these stones. I've hurt these stones, and if I went back in time and I was to replay this game, I would definitely 100% be attacking from the bottom side here.
Mm. Yes.
I would attack this so I can eventually attack these 3 stones.
Mm. Yes, yes. That would make a lot of sense.
And then for the fun sake, I can show you how really downhill the game goes.
Yeah, living here was not actually better than dying there, huh?
Yeah. And instead of playing on top, I play on the bottom here. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is how downhill the game goes.
Mm-hmm.
But that these were the fun games. I didn't win all my games, but I definitely, and majority of my master games, I did get a lead in the opening, and then I lost it in the middle game. So like a lot of people tell me that I'm a strong fighter, but then like I lose a lot in the middle game. So I'm like, is that really true?
Oh, yeah, 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 exactly. People say all kinds of things, and I don't know if I can believe them or not. Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I tell people things too. I say I'm a very defensive player and stuff. They still don't believe it. Mm.
Yeah, you attack to defend, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, any more chances after this game?
Do you want more games?
No, 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 no. Any more chances later on in this
No,
game?
after this, so like
Too
essentially,
weak
white's too
everywhere.
weak everywhere. So
Mm,
like these 4 stones or these 5 stones are
yes.
basically going to die.
Yeah.
And I try a bunch of things. Like here, I try to really get something to happen here, but
Yeah.
so instead of making or allowing black to really capture these stones, you have to break the eye, and then they can play it to capture. I try
Mm.
making it a ko,
No,
and
no,
but
in
because
Gote.
yeah,
Mm.
yes, ko and gote. And so I'm playing in the center. I got to attack this group in a large way. I ignore this move, and I slowly like this is madness.
Yeah, yeah. So it wasn't so much the weaknesses, it was the Gote moves in the corner, huh?
Yeah.
I see, I see.
Well, yeah, it was gote moves in the corner. So essentially, I would make this akin to like I played like a professional in the opening, and then I played like a one don in the middle game.
That happens to a lot more people than you would say. Yeah, yeah. I played this guy called Yuan Zhou. He writes a lot of great books, and he's very good in the opening and stuff. Pretty good in the mid game too, except when he starts going into BO Yomi, then he's not an AGA 7 dan, then he's an AGA 3 dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens to everyone during time pressure. So yeah, yeah, it's pretty good. I see you started dying and then not being able to capture anything from the opponent. Mm,
I play a trick move, by the way.
mm,
I try tricking my opponent.
mm. To block. Yeah, yes, yes.
But like
What if
they can just
what if flag connects? Yes, yes.
or even yeah.
Yes, yes.
Just connect, right?
The
That's
trickster
that's
or the
that's
tricked.
that's how bad it got. Like I probably should have resigned a long time ago, but I was like I
No,
didn't
no,
want
no.
to.
It's only 33. Recently, I played a game with Minju. I resigned when I was down by between 110 and 150 points. So no worries there.
Mhm.
uh,
That's
resign
all
late,
I
guys. It's always good. Okay, and Tanja has finished sharing screens, and now it's time to wrap up. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Director, which means Mr. Tournament Director. Join Tanja's.
Absolutely.
Yeah. See you guys at the US Go Congress. Join the Diehard tournament. It's gonna be great. Play so much Go that you'll it's the best thing in the world to play Go. So you might as well get your full share in Texas.
One last thing, if you're at the Go Congress, you see me around, just ask me for a game. The worst thing I can say is no.
Yes, that's when we became adults, we suddenly realized saying no and getting rejected isn't so much of a deal. All right. Thank you guys. And any last words, Jay? Any last words?
No, just playing the Die Hard if you're not going to go on excursions.
All right. All right. And thanks, Jay, so much for your time. And see you at the Go Congress. We'll play doubles tennis again. We'll beat Michael Joe again, and probably, and so on and so on.
See you guys later. Bye.
See you, Jay. Thanks so much. And okay, guys, the rest of this stream is gonna be. We're probably gonna have a. While I have all of you here, we're probably going to play a game or two. And before we do that, what's coming up at around 5:30 to 6 is the AGA City League broadcast. So when we finish our stream here, we're gonna end with a raid at the other end. We're gonna end with a raid to the Go to the U.S. AGA Go Congress people, because they really need a raid. They need some audience and stuff like that. So we're gonna continue going here, except we might go and play some games on Fox, and of course I'm gonna be joining and looking at the. I'm gonna be looking, doing the. I'm gonna be doing the technology tweaks with how they're gonna do the broadcast of the AGA City League that's coming up. So yeah, I'm gonna leave my Fox here while I go in and join that call, and it'll be good. And I may need to turn off my camera here. Unfortunately, we'll put the AGA logo right on my camera, and great. Go Congress on the left, and the Go Congress on the left, and the AGA logo on the right, with a game in the middle. And this is Fox, and gonna look into my email, and yeah, this is great. So here we go. Stream logistics for the AGA. Oh my God, there's a password. There's a password. Luckily, there is a password. Join room with camera. Allow while visiting this site. Great, we've joined the AGA room. And oh, look, this is Chris Garlock. You guys will not see him on the stream, but looks like he's napping. He has his eyes closed. I've joined that room, and I think I need to turn up my microphone. I think I have my microphone good. And so they should.
Hey Henry, are you going to be doing a face on camera?
Audio sources, no audio. Interesting. External, just microphone. Yeah, this should be. It says test, but I'm not sure if I'm actually sounding out. guys hear me, Chris? Or Todd? Maybe I have to tweak my audio settings. Maybe they don't hear me. Maybe they do. Anyways, the AGA is gonna need some help, so we're gonna rate them to give them a good start. And yeah, when they go live, we're gonna be ready to go with that raid.
To the final Night Lord, but I would love to play with her if.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if they hear me or not. Sounds like they are in water. We can hear some feedback. Oh, that's good. Some sound is much better than no sound, so it's good. This is Andrei Kravitz playing on Fox in the meantime. US Go Congress. I hope a lot of people come, man. I hope they get 500 attendees. But people somehow got the impression that Texas is very hot, so it's a bit troubling there. I think they can hear me. I'm not sure if they can hear me.
Don't happen for 3.
Oh, I just heard Chris, but I don't know if they can hear me, which is okay. I know in the EJ stream beforehand over the weekend, over the last
Are you
weekend,
talking to you?
they had some
They're
sound
talking.
issues. I'm gonna mute them just in case. That would be funny. Sounds like they're in water. The Taiwanese probably shouldn't have an issue with the weather. Yeah, it's very hot there anyways. Okay, good. We're gonna end on YouTube now, guys. Because YouTube, there's no rating on YouTube. So see you guys, hopefully at the US Go Congress.